everyone, today we're going rock hounding in some construction dirt. Then we're going to take this rock and make something cool out of it. So come along. As you can see, we've got a bit of construction going on our porch. And this isn't a big deal, but what is cool is this big old pile of dirt over here full of rocks. So let's dig in, see if we can find anything cool. Here's what the dirt pile's looking like. This right here is catching my eye right away. Sorry, it's pretty early in the morning, so the sunlighting's a little warm. But it's looking like we've got a piece of chert. Probably. It's got some translucency. It looks like it's got some pink color to it, possibly. It might just be iron staining, but this one's going in the bag. Now this is interesting. It looks super soft, but it's super bright white. I wonder if it's just calcite? Let's test it out. Of course, there's going to be tons of pieces of chert out here, but I'm trying to pick up pieces that are more unique, so these are going to stay in the pile. It looks like we've got a stone that's got a bunch of mica on the end of that. Look at that sparkle. Interesting. That'll be interesting to see what that looks like cleaned up. I just sprayed this one off. It's big. It looks a little different than the others, so I think we might take this one and clean it up. This one's a bit darker, and again, pretty dark. But we may have some good candidates to saw through. Alright, I did a really quick cleanup of these rocks. Let's do a quick run through of what we got and what we're going to saw through. Alright, let's start with an interesting one. This is a piece of calcite. You could see in the cleaning here that it reacted very strongly to the CLR, just like it would with vinegar, which helped me identify it, or confirm at least, that this was calcite. And I am assuming that these little silver bits are mica. They look like little fish scales. That's pretty cool. Here's a piece of chert. It's got this interesting line going through it. I'm not sure we're going to do anything with this one. I think we may just throw it back. This is some basalt. It's going back outside. Now let's move on to the rocks we're going to do something with. So here's a cool piece of chert or chalcedony. You can see it's got some really brown, translucent chalcedony in there. So we're definitely going to saw this one open. All right, let's check this one out. Huh, okay. It's a little different than I thought based on the outside. I thought it was going to have a lot more brown, but I guess a lot of that brown is just staining, because really, I would call this more of a grayish color on the inside. Pretty fractured, but I will still throw this one in the tumbler. This is another really cool one. It's so translucent, as you can see, but with all those smoky bits, which is really awesome. It has rind almost over the full rock, so I think sawing it open could be pretty cool. I thought I was being really smart by sawing through the center section, but clearly it was a lot less connected than I thought it was. The black in here actually looks really cool. Look at that. Very dark, very smoky looking. I got another slab because of that. Nothing too special there, but I really do like this dark piece, especially this black speckling. Now here's another really cool one. So look at all this black in the translucent areas. There's no way we're not going to saw this one open. Super cool, super translucent, just what I want to see. This one freaked me out a little bit when I was cutting it. So all of this around here is super fragile. See, it just really, it breaks off in your hand. So when I got to that point in sawing the rock, it just crumbled and broke apart, which is fine. I wasn't expecting it. So I cut this one into 3 slabs because I really liked the way it looked. So I really like this black line right here. It's that same kind of black we had in the last rock. The white looks really cool. This part's, obviously kind of fractured, but this part's not. We may be able to do something with that. Look at all of that. I just think this one's so cool. Look how up close. I'm so glad I can saw through rocks. Think about the things you just miss when you can't look at that. Here's the third part. Some interesting bits over here. I don't think you would call that agate banding. Maybe. I'm going to say no. That's a beautiful piece of chalcedony. Now I think we're going to throw maybe this piece onto the cabochon and see if we can do anything with this area right there. So I'm a little bit worried about putting this on the cabochon just because we have those softer parts of the rocks. I probably should have sawed through it a little bit at first to get closer to that spot that I wanted, but I wanted to leave myself a little bit of wiggle room just in case we had to move the design down further than I wanted and sort of eliminate that black. Luckily, the rock seemed a lot more stable than I thought. Yeah, I got a few chips here and there and had to make it a little bit smaller than I wanted, but overall, I'm pretty pleased with this. So, we went from this rock to this little shiny cab. I'm so thrilled with it. It's so cool that we could take something that was just, going to be basically thrown away and turn it into something special. That's my favorite part about working with these stones, especially ones that I can find right, in my backyard, figuratively or literally, like today. Guys, thanks so much for joining me this week as we look through these construction rocks. Let me know what you'd like to see next time. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday at 11.